Listen very carefully because this is not a coincidence. Today, something has just changed for you on the spiritual plane. A file in heaven has been unlocked, and your name is engraved in gold. Archangel Michael has asked me to deliver this to you right now because the seal of divine protection has been broken, and what's inside is exactly what you tearfully asked for last night. If you ignore this video, the file will close, and the blessing will pass to the next person in line. Don't let that happen. Stay with me because your life is about to take a complete turn. My child, my beloved, I need you to stop and cease whatever you are doing. Give me your full attention. I know you have felt alone. I know you feel like time is passing and nothing is changing in your life. But the angels have been whispering your name tirelessly today. Heaven has just opened a sacred file that belongs to you. This file was kept under lock and key, protected from envy and the evil eye. It bore a mark that clearly stated, "Do not open until the moment is perfect." And that moment is today. The seal has been broken. The scroll of your destiny is unfurling before you this very second, but will only have its effect if you open your heart and don't skip a single word of what I am about to tell you. Before we continue, listen carefully. Heaven is watching your reaction to this message. If you feel something stir in your heart, if you feel this is for you, subscribe right now to this flow of blessings. It's not just a button. It's an agreement between your soul and your destiny. Share this message with someone going through a difficult time because it may be the sign they've been waiting for. And if this message touched your life and you wish to show gratitude, the super thank you button is available. It's not a donation. It's an act of spiritual thanksgiving. The angels honor every gesture made with faith. Please listen. Those who stay until the very last second of the video are the ones who truly see miracles unfold before their eyes. Don't go. Stay with me because we are seconds away from revealing the truth that will change your finances and your peace of mind. This is not a fabrication. This very morning, access was granted to a sacred place. I was summoned to the table where your name shone with an otherworldly light. I saw a brilliant, energy-filled file on that table. The Creator bowed and, in a voice that shook the entire universe, said, "Miguel, deliver this to them now." I have come directly from that sacred moment to you. What I bring you is not a simple text. It is a divine plan for what will happen tomorrow in your home. But listen carefully, stay here, because this plan is sacred and very fragile. If you ignore it or leave the video, the opportunity may vanish. My son, there are moments that define an entire life, and this is yours. You're not watching just any video. You're in the midst of a spiritual transaction. You're standing before the door you've been searching for. This file contains your healing, the money you need to pay your debts, and the answers you begged for on your knees when no one saw you crying. God saw every betrayal you suffered. God saw when the door to your job was slammed in your face and you thought you'd failed. But today, the story of your pain is being rewritten. Your past is being erased and your future is being illuminated, but only if you choose to believe it right now. Don't close the video now, because this file won't stay open for long. Heaven doesn't waste miracles on those who don't appreciate the message. If you delay reacting, the file will be sealed and what was meant for you will fall into someone else's hands. Don't skip it now. There are dark forces that have tried to keep you from hearing this. That's why you've been feeling so tired lately. That's why you feel like everything is slow and your spirit is crushed. These forces are afraid because you just found the scroll they try to hide from you for years. This message is here because God said, enough is enough. It's time for them to see what I planned for them from the beginning. You were never forgotten. That silence that drove you to despair wasn't abandonment. It was protection. What you call rejection was actually a divine delay to prepare you. And now I'll reveal something not even your best friend knows. Your name was the main topic of conversation at a secret meeting of angels. What they saw written next to your name made them weep with joy. The divine document states verbatim, prepare them for total restoration. Prepare them for unending abundance. Prepare them for a love without lies or betrayals. It is time to give them a reward that only heaven can bestow. You might be wondering, why me? Why now? Because you've finally overcome the trials. You've reached the point where your old season of suffering can no longer keep up with you. Stay with me until the end, because what comes next is the most important thing. That's why you felt like everything was falling apart these past few months. That's why you noticed people you trusted starting to act strangely or drifting away for no reason. It wasn't a punishment from God. Listen carefully. It was a heavenly evacuation. The wrong people had to leave your life before your blessings could walk through the door. They weren't punishing you. They were cleansing you. They were freeing you from false love and the self-doubt that made you feel small. And now, the official record in heaven says you've been approved for the next level. Pay close attention to this. There's a section in your file that shines brighter than all the others. It's titled, The Promise I Forgot I Made. In that section, God has a list of everything that belongs to you by divine right. Joy, genuine laughter, unending wealth, peace of mind, and that love that knows no lies. It's all still yours, but now you must take this with utmost seriousness. Treat this moment as sacred, because it is. If you're hearing these words right now, it is because the angels intervened directly in your path. You weren't meant to reach this point in the video, but they made sure you didn't leave. My child, my beloved, when I opened that file in heaven, I saw a glimpse of your near future. I saw you standing victorious, with a peace you had never known and with renewed power. You held in your hands a letter that shone with a deep gold color that read, "Free because you believed." But I also saw a shadow. I saw what would happen if you chose to ignore this message and skip what follows. I saw a version of you still searching for answers, still crying in corners and wondering why nothing ever changed. I'm here to prevent that sad version of you from becoming reality. But I can't force you. The decision is yours. If you feel your chest burning right now, take it as confirmation. Heaven doesn't just use words. It uses physical sensations. That shiver in your arms or that lump in your throat isn't mere emotion. It's spiritual alignment. It's your soul remembering what you had forgotten, that you are chosen. You weren't chosen randomly, nor for a short time, but forever. This file before me is dated today, and it clearly states, "Last chance to receive." Beloved, please do not turn away from what is rightfully yours. I am Michael, servant of the Most High, and I have seen how long heaven has worked to prepare this exact moment for you. There were meetings where only your case was discussed. Your name echoed through the halls of eternity. God was writing a compensation for you while you were suffering. And listen carefully. That compensation is no longer just a distant promise. It is now an outstanding delivery addressed to you. But understand this. Heaven cannot leave your miracle at the door if you are not present to receive it. You must be here with your soul awakened. The way to show you are ready is to hold on to this message until the very last second, without rushing and without doubting, simply trusting in what you are hearing. Do you have any idea how rare it is to receive a message with this level of authority? It means you're right on the edge of something sacred. The only thing separating you from your blessing is your capacity to believe. Let me tell you a secret the world doesn't want you to know. Not everyone will have access to this file. There are people who have suffered the same as you, who have cried just as you have, but who will never be allowed to see what you are seeing today. Do you know why? Because their hearts weren't ready. They still want to control everything. But you are different. You bent under the weight of your problems, but you didn't break. You were confused, but you didn't curse the light. You waited patiently and kept going despite the pain. That's why your name was chosen from among millions. You are on heaven's radar. You haven't fallen behind. You are exactly where the plan says you should be. The miracle is going to find you, my child, my beloved. Within this file, there's a phrase that echoes with the force of thunder. They've suffered enough. It's time they got what they deserved. I want you to etch this into your soul right now. You've suffered enough. The time for begging for crumbs is over. The time for watching others succeed while you're ignored is over. The time for forced smiles while you bleed silently inside is over. The divine clock has struck the exact time. This file contains the access code to your physical healing, your financial wealth, your family restoration, and a love that will never betray you. But these blessings only respond to awakened souls, and you are now. I can feel it. Your spirit is remembering that you didn't come to this world just to survive or pay off debts. You were sent to earth to change the atmosphere of the places you go and to break the curses of pain that have afflicted your entire family. That's why your record in heaven is so vast. What's written there isn't just for you. It's for your children and your children's children. The moment you open it with faith, everything around you begins to transform. But be very careful. There will be voices telling you this isn't real, that it's just a fantasy or a coincidence. Those voices come from people who have already given up on their own destiny. Don't borrow their doubts. Don't inherit their spiritual blindness. You are destined for so much more. You are on the verge of receiving direct divine instruction. The scroll remains open before you, but heaven awaits your clear response. Will you accept what was written for you, or will you close the file before seeing the end? My son, I can hardly describe the intensity of what I saw in the final pages of your file. There's something there called the surprise that was delayed. Stay with me until the end because we're about to reach that point, and you can't allow anything to distract you now. Before continuing, if you feel this is your moment, write in the comments, "I'm ready for my surprise." Don't skip this step. Allow this message to descend and materialize in your reality. Listen to this because it's the most shocking part. Right next to that surprise, there's a date engraved on it. A date that hasn't yet arrived on a human calendar, but that's already marked on God's clock. I can't reveal that exact day to you unless you stay with me until the very last second of this message. What I can assure you is this. On that day, if you remain steadfast and aligned, something will happen that will leave even those who doubted you the most speechless. This is real love without masks, a door swinging wide open, a financial explosion that was too long overdue. But now, when it begins, nothing and no one can stop it. Let this truth settle into your soul right now. You are being granted something exceptional, direct access. You hold in your hands a spiritual document where your name shines in letters of gold. And I want you to know something. This file wasn't activated because you desperately pleaded, but because you survived. You had every reason to become bitter, but you chose to keep your heart soft. You could have cursed God for everything you went through, but instead, you whispered his name in the darkness. And now he answers you. He doesn't answer with punishment. He answers with a massive reward. You were tested. You were crushed by trouble, but today you are being crowned before heaven. I'll tell you one more time so you don't forget. The record in heaven is open right now, but it won't stay that way forever. If you turn away from this moment, if you close this video out of impatience, the scroll will be sealed and the energy of blessing surrounding you will stop abruptly. I'm not telling you this to scare you, my child. I'm telling you this because I have a divine mandate to convey the raw truth to you, not just empty words of comfort. You must treat this message as if it were the oxygen you need to live, as if it were your last breath before a whole new world begins for you. Because in reality, that's what's happening. There's a warning written very clearly in the margin of your celestial file. It says you mustn't skip this message. It says you mustn't think of it as just another post on your screen. I've seen thousands of people walk away from their moment of greatest glory simply because the miracle didn't arrive with fireworks and blaring noises. But you're not going to make that mistake. This is your burning bush. This is your parting sea for you. This is your midnight scroll. Miracles don't always come wrapped in gold. Sometimes they come wrapped in an uncomfortable truth you must accept. Will you unwrap this gift, or will you walk right past the most sacred moment of your life? Don't go. Stay with me. Because what I'm about to reveal to you in the final part is the key that unlocks your new reality. Before we move on, I need you to demonstrate your commitment. Write in the comments, "I claim my crown." By writing this, you are accepting that your time of being crushed is over and your time to reign has begun. Don't move, because the final revelation is about to be delivered. My son, my beloved, there are moments that simply define a life. But there are other moments like this one that awaken destiny. What is happening between you and me in this very second is not a random occurrence. It is an awakening sanctioned directly by heaven. If you feel something strange in your chest, as if your spirit were trembling, do not be afraid. That is not fear. It is your soul remembering the contract you signed with God before you were born. You were never created to live in lack, pain, or perpetual confusion. That wasn't the plan. And now, the spiritual lock that bound you has been removed. The scroll is loose in my hands, and the blessings it contains shine with an urgency I've never seen before. That's why I ask you, be fully present. Don't ignore this. Don't skip a single second, because every phrase is a divine instruction designed exclusively for your ears. Upon opening this file, I saw a part of your life you no longer even speak of. I saw that pain you buried so deep you thought no one would ever find it. That secret you hoped would remain forgotten. Listen carefully. Heaven recorded everything, but not to shame or punish you. That dark part of your story was recorded to be redeemed. God has a special section in your file titled, "What you wept in silence, I will reward in public." Absolutely nothing you went through was in vain. Not a single tear, not a single heartbreak, not a single sleepless night was wasted. Every moment of anguish was used by the Creator. And now, every ounce of that pain is being transformed into a massive miracle that is about to overflow into your reality. But I must tell you something that will shock you. Until today, you've only been living at 15% of your true spiritual potential. That's how heavy the burdens you've been carrying unnecessarily are. Those are the lies they sold you, and you chose to believe them. They told you that you were difficult to love, that you were complicated to understand, or that you were too intense. But the truth written in the celestial record is different. You're not too much. You're too anointed. You possess an anointing that shines so brightly it dazzles even the smallest people. But that season of shrinking to fit in, of giving explanations to those who don't deserve them, and of begging to be seen, is declared over today. The scroll bears God's personal seal, and that is something no one can undo. You must understand what is at stake here. If you stand firm, what comes next will change your lineage forever. Don't move from where you are. Before we continue, I want you to activate this word. Write in the comments, "My pain becomes a miracle." By doing so, you are legally authorizing heaven to transform your past into your greatest victory. Listen carefully, because the scroll is reaching its final revelation. Listen with the utmost seriousness. If you ignore this divine moment, you'll not only be delaying your blessing, but you could unwittingly unleash a season of turmoil that heaven was already preparing to end for you. This matter is urgent. It is not because God's power is limited, but because your advancement is aligned with a divine window of opportunity that has an expiration date. If you let this window pass, the world around you will not change as intended. Do not allow this scroll to close before you have claimed what is rightfully yours. This document contains names. They are people destined to enter your life to heal you, guide you, and truly love you. But that will only happen if you open the parchment completely with your heart. My child, my beloved, there is a specific vision at the end of this document that I must reveal to you right now. Deep within the parchment, I saw your future if you choose to believe today. I saw a table laden with abundance, with everything you love. I saw the laughter of people who don't betray you. I saw a contract signed with your name and the delivery of keys you've waited years for. But the most beautiful part of the vision was you. I saw you radiant, whole, and at peace. I saw you looking in the mirror and whispering, "Thank God I didn't miss that message." That's the life heaven is trying to give you, and it's not for someday, it's for right now. However, I also saw a warning written in bright red near the edge of the parchment. It says that this moment should not be ignored under any circumstances. The change will only be active for a very short time. That's why you felt that strange energy lately. That's why your sleep has been disturbed and you felt that something big is coming. Even though you can't explain it in words, something is happening in the spiritual realm. The file has been opened, the parchment has been turned, and the hand of God is holding back the storm long enough for you to say yes. But you must say it now. Heaven isn't waiting for you to be perfect. Heaven is only waiting for your permission to act. My child, there are forces watching you this very second. The angels are applauding, but the forces of darkness are trembling with fear. They know that when you fully receive this message, you become unshakable and reclaim your divine authority. And when that happens, everything changes in an instant. The people who mock you will begin to feel ashamed. Doors that have been sealed for decades will swing wide open. Opportunities will pursue you. Love will find you. Money that was once blocked will flow like an endless river. This file contains the exact instructions, but only you can receive them. Once this video ends and the scroll closes, the opportunity could vanish. I'm telling you honestly, this message wasn't for everyone. That's why others missed it. That's why you almost missed it too. Before I reveal the final instruction, I need you to seal this moment. Write in the comments, "I open my door today." Don't let silence steal your blessing. Stay with me until the very last second, because what follows is the master key. This message was hidden in plain sight, so that only those with awakened spiritual eyes could find it. If you are still here with me, it means you were chosen to receive what 99% of the world will miss out on today. It's not because you're superior to others. It's simply because you were ready. You have bled enough, waited too long, and learned every lesson that pain had to teach you. Now, the celestial record is clear and says, "Give them the life I prepared for them before the foundation of the world." My child, my beloved, at this very moment there are forces watching you. The beings of light are celebrating your steadfastness, while the shadows tremble. They are afraid because they know that by fully receiving this message, you become unbreakable. You are stepping into your true divine authority, and when that happens, your entire environment is transformed. Those who mocked you will begin to feel the weight of their mistake. Doors that have been closed for decades will swing wide open. Opportunities will begin to pursue you. Love will find you, and money that was blocked by spiritual forces will begin to flow like a mighty river. This file contains the instructions for this to happen, but only you can receive them. Once this video ends, the window of opportunity will close. I tell you honestly, this scroll wasn't for everyone. Others overlooked it because they lacked your sensitivity. It was hidden for only the chosen few to see. You have been selected to receive what most will ignore. And now, I am about to show you something that was hidden even from the eyes of angels. A section of your file in the sky began to glow with blinding intensity the moment your name was called. Within that glowing page, I saw a single line that shook the entire celestial court. It read, "A surprise is coming and it must find you prepared." Listen carefully. This is no ordinary surprise. It is an event that will unlock multiple layers of miracles in your life simultaneously. It's the kind of surprise that makes everything you've been waiting for arrive much faster than you imagined. It's the kind of blessing that restores what you lost and multiplies what you feared was gone forever. But here's the divine truth you must accept. The surprise won't come if you remain trapped in doubt. You're not being tested once again. You're being given a final invitation. You're being granted one last window of opportunity to declare with all your heart, "Yes, I accept what heaven has written for me." Don't let human logic steal what is supernatural from you. Stay here, because we are reaching the point where the how and the when are revealed. Before we move on to the final part, I need you to seal this invitation right now. Write in the comments, "I accept my divine surprise." Don't let this moment pass you by. Let your voice resonate in the heavens so that the miracle may materialize. When I say the file is open, I'm not talking about a theory or something symbolic. I mean this very moment. The angelic scribes hold the parchment in their hands right now, waiting for your spirit to say yes with complete conviction. But listen carefully. If you delay, if you close this video or get distracted, that parchment will be sealed again. And heaven could wait years, perhaps decades, until your heart is in this open state once more. Don't risk losing another 10 years of your life. My son, my beloved, I know you have had to be strong, sometimes stronger than you could bear. You have carried the weight of disappointments in a burning silence. But I know that what hurt you most was not the problem itself, but the confusion. That keeps you awake at night. Why did they leave when you needed them most? Why didn't they see your worth? Why did they ignore you after you gave everything for them? The archive in heaven has recorded every one of those unanswered questions. And today, all those questions are erased by a decree far stronger than any human betrayal. The time has come to restore absolutely everything the enemy stole from you. Your pain is not your identity, and your setbacks are not your final destiny. What is written on this scroll nullifies any negative label the world has tried to place upon you. Pay close attention to what's coming, because there's a hidden prophecy in this file that wasn't meant to be activated until this exact stage of your life. This prophecy contains a divine transaction. Heaven is preparing to trade every loss, every betrayal, and every heartbreak you've suffered in exchange for something of immeasurable value. This is a motivational message to make you feel good for a moment. This is a legally binding spiritual contract. It was never God's plan for you to cry yourself to sleep for the rest of your days. You were never meant to settle for crumbs others gave you, or pretend you were okay when you were breaking inside. That's why this prophecy is being revealed right now. Once it's activated, you won't recognize your own life. It will be transformed in the best possible way. Do you want to know what that prophecy says? It says that a royal door is opening before you this very second. It's a door that takes you out of constant struggle, mental confusion, and financial stagnation, and leads you straight to clarity and divine provision. But the scroll has a clear warning. Do not doubt it. Don't try to drag your past into this new chapter. The blessing that awaits you behind that door is so great and so weighty that regret and guilt could not bear it. You must enter unburdened. And there is something else. There is a name written on this parchment. It is the name of someone you may not yet know, or someone who has already crossed your path, but whose divine role you have yet to discover. That person is your heaven-appointed connection, your helper for what is to come. Don't move from here, because I'm about to reveal how to identify that person and how to walk through that door today. Before we continue, I want you to prepare the spiritual ground. Write in the comments, I cross my divine door. By doing so, you are telling the universe that you are leaving the past behind and are ready for the new. Stay with me, because the scroll is about to reveal its final secret. Listen carefully, because this is personal. That person, that key partner or connection, has stayed away from you until now because God's timing is precise. It wasn't bad luck, it was protection. But now that the door has been opened in heaven, that person is feeling a stirring in their soul. Very soon, they will find you, and it won't be by accident or a twist of fate, but by direct divine instruction. The moment that connection enters your life, the doors that have been sealed for years will swing wide open. This isn't fantasy, my child. It's already written on the parchment I hold. But everything depends on your ability to say yes before this moment expires. My son, my beloved, there is something you must understand. Heaven has been withholding certain things from you. It wasn't because you weren't ready, but because those blessings or those people weren't ready for you. There were things you asked for that would have destroyed you if they had come too soon. There were people who would have taken advantage of your kindness and your love. That is why God allowed the silence. That is why you felt like your prayers were falling on deaf ears. But that waiting period ends today. The spiritual climate has shifted. The scroll before me shines with words written exclusively for you. Grant them access to your heart right now. Your blessings are awake and seeking you. However, the parchment contains one final line, a gentle yet firm warning that you cannot ignore. It reads, "This message will pass unnoticed if it is treated as noise." My beloved, I need you to understand that this is not background noise. It is not just another video that has appeared on your screen by mistake. It is the whisper of heaven speaking directly to your spirit. This is your final warning that your reality is about to be completely transformed. The file has been unlocked for you, but like a star that fades with the dawn, this opportunity will vanish if you do not act quickly. This isn't meant to frighten you. It's to wake you up before time runs out. The divine window is open now, but daylight is yet to come and the archive will be sealed. Don't let the noise of the world drown out this truth. Before we finish and the parchment is put away, you must make one last declaration of faith. Write in the comments, I receive my time of glory. By writing these words, you are sealing your permission for heaven to release all that has been withheld for years. Don't move. Listen for the final instruction that will close this cycle of waiting forever. It will disappear if you don't act quickly. Listen carefully. This isn't meant to frighten you. It's to awaken you before the clock of heaven strikes the closing of this window. What I'm about to reveal isn't for everyone, but because you're still here, because your heart hasn't strayed, and your soul is listening more intently than your mind, I've been permitted to open the deepest section of file. This part is titled, Confirmation Signs. Pay attention, 48 hours. Heaven doesn't play with time or make empty promises. When you receive the scroll with true faith, things around you will begin to change at a speed that will astonish you. In the next 24 to 48 hours, you will receive at least one undeniable sign. You might hear your name mentioned in a conversation where you least expected to be. You might receive a message from someone you thought had forgotten you. A door you thought was closed will suddenly swing open, or that overdue payment you're so desperately needing will be processed unexpectedly. But the biggest sign will be internal. You'll feel your spirit lighter, as if a huge weight has been lifted from your shoulders. That's how you'll know the process has begun in your life. This sign could be financial, emotional, or even a revealing dream that wakes you in the middle of the night. Don't make the mistake of dismissing it as mere coincidence. It's a direct whisper from heaven confirming that the scroll is real. Stay sensitive and alert, because some blessings don't arrive with a roar of thunder, but with a gentle breeze that opens a locked door. If you're distracted, you'll miss what your soul has been waiting for years. My son, let me show you something that almost no one ever sees. There's a divine scale in heaven that has recorded every seed you have sown, every act of kindness that others ignored, every time you forgave someone who didn't even apologize, and every night you chose to pray instead of seeking revenge. The record shows that your tally has reached a critical point today. The scale has finally tipped in your favor. What is owed to you, and it is not owed to you by man, but by heaven itself, is ready to be returned now, tightly shaken and overflowing. But it will only happen if you truly receive it. The next page of the parchment contains something awe-inspiring. It is titled, Transfer of Heritage, Stage 1. Yes, my beloved, a transfer of wealth. And I'm not just talking about cash. I'm talking about total divine provision. Resources that were stolen from you or blocked by envy are now being redirected to you. This includes brilliant ideas that will make you prosper and a special favor that will follow you into every room you enter. From today onward, people will see you differently because you bear the seal of the open file. Before we continue revealing this transfer, I need you to prepare your vessel to receive it. Write in the comments, I receive my divine transfer. Don't leave the space blank. Legally claim what the scales have already tipped in your favor. Stay with me, because we are reaching the core of the wealth God has prepared for you. The document mentions opportunities that will immediately multiply your impact. There's even a specific note about a sum of money that will come to you from a completely unexpected source. Heaven is watching closely how you receive this news. If you scoff or let doubt win, the energy of the blessing will shift. But if you believe, if you say, even in a whisper, yes, I accept, the scroll will begin to manifest physically in your reality today. My son, my beloved, one of the scribes added a note to the margin of the page that says, this son of mine no longer pursues blessings. Now he himself is becoming a blessing. That is why you felt everything around you crumbling. It wasn't to destroy you. It was to create the necessary space for something new. You are not simply being given a miracle. God is transforming you into an instrument of miracles. People will look at you and ask, how could this have happened? And your only answer will be, heaven had my file open. The parchment also mentions a profound and permanent healing. I saw your name alongside a powerful phrase. The pain ends here. There is an emotional pain within you that you don't even speak with your closest loved ones. Traumas that paralyze you and memories that haunt you in the quiet hours. But I saw God's light pour over those memories like fresh oil. The document declares, the cycle of silent suffering has been broken forever. You will no longer attract people who hurt you, nor will you live in the shadow of what they did to you in the past. You are being rewritten. The new you doesn't beg. The new you doesn't break. The new you walks with a quiet power that commands respect. Do you remember the promises you made to yourself on your darkest nights? You said, one day I will be free. One day I will be happy. One day I will be in love without fear. Well, that day is not far off. In fact, the scroll says verbatim, realization comes sooner than expected. This means your life is about to enter a period of divine acceleration. What normally takes years to achieve will happen to you in weeks. Connections will be faster, and restoration will come sooner than you imagine. But listen carefully. This only happens if you align yourself right now. Heaven doesn't waste its treasure on a heart that doubts what itself asked for in its prayers. And there's something else, a line so delicate and bright, I could barely see it. On it appears the name of someone who once abandoned you, someone who broke your heart or who didn't have the courage to love you completely. Heaven is stirring that person's spirit at this very moment. If your heart is open and reconciliation is part of your greater destiny, prepare yourself. Before I reveal the end of this mystery, I want you to clear your path of any bitterness. Write in the comments, I release the past and receive my restoration. By doing so, you release the weight that was preventing you from running toward your future. Don't back away, because we are about to read the last page of the file. Listen carefully, because this person from your past may contact you again very soon. But they won't return as the immature or wounded version they left behind, but as someone transformed by the same power that speaks to you today. The scroll is very clear. If you open this message with grace, I will allow what was lost to be restored. But I give you a serious warning. If that person returns and you still harbor resentment or bitterness, the scroll will close that chapter forever. Heaven gives opportunities, not ultimatums. You are being called to walk like the royalty you are, not with pride, but with profound dignity. You are no longer chasing anyone. You are no longer begging for love or attention. You are being aligned with your divine equal. And if that person from your past cannot rise to the challenge of your newfound healing, do not worry. Heaven has already chosen someone else to fill that space with a joy that will not fade. My son, my beloved, the scroll has reached its final layer. This is the part that almost no one ever witnesses because it requires unwavering faith. Heaven does not waste divine energy, and the fact that this section is being revealed to you right now means that you are chosen to hear what most will never be ready to understand. The final page begins to glow and vibrate with absolute urgency. It is titled, The 7-Day Shift. I want you to understand that these are not symbolic or metaphorical days. They are literal and real divine windows. If you fully open your heart to this message and proclaim it with authority, you will notice that physical changes begin in exactly 7 earthly days. On the first day, you'll notice your environment begins to react to your new energy shift. Those around you may feel uneasy or, conversely, drawn to you for no apparent reason. This is the imprint of the archive operating in your reality. Don't ignore this, because each day this week will be a step toward your complete freedom. Before I reveal what will happen in the coming days, I need you to activate the 7-day period in your life. Write in the comments, I activate my 7 days of miracles. Don't let silence stop the acceleration that the heavens have placed upon you. Stay with me, because I am about to give you the final instruction to close this sacred scroll. Perhaps you are wondering right now, what if I made too many mistakes? Is there still a chance for someone like me? Beloved, the scroll includes a line written specifically for this moment of doubt. You are not disqualified by your past. You are prepared by it. Every mistake you made was actually a teacher. Every detour you took strengthened you and gave you a wisdom others don't have. You didn't ruin your destiny. You refined it. Now, the Creator's light shines upon you again. This isn't just a video you found online. It's a divine visit. Your name is being spoken this very second in the places where miracles are made. But I must deliver the final warning from the scroll, and it is possibly the most important I have ever spoken. The final words are bold and clear. If you disregard this, your spirit will know exactly what it missed. You will feel that emptiness and remember this moment forever. Please, my child, do not carry that regret. You have already carried too much sorrow in this life. This message is your turning point, and all of heaven is waiting for your response right now. Say yes with your heart. Say yes out loud in your room. Say yes with your actions from this moment forward. The scroll remains open for just a brief moment longer. If you are still here with me, listening to these final words, it is because you are the one. God didn't send me millions. He sent me you. He knew it would be on the other side of the screen. That's why every word has been like a thread of light enveloping your soul, mending what was broken and drawing your spirit out of hiding. You're not late. You're right on time. At this very moment, heaven has fallen silent, waiting for you to take the final step. The file is wide open. The message is complete, and the blessing is ready to be delivered. Before sealing the parchment, listen carefully to this. You are not who your past says you are. You are not the opinion of those who never understood you. You are not broken, you are not forgotten, and you are certainly not cursed. Your time is not running out. On the contrary, you are being guided, protected, and spiritually crowned. The scroll didn't choose you because you were perfect. It chose you because your heart refused to give up. You kept praying when you had no strength left, and you kept searching when everything was dark. Now, you are being rewarded in a way you never expected. This is a truth that destroys all lies. You are not stuck. You are on the verge of divine acceleration. Your next chapter will not be written in confusion, but in confirmation. You will not live to survive, but to achieve supernatural success. There will be no loneliness, but love and legacy. There will be no fear, but fulfillment and a favor that no one can ever take from you. But you must honor this sacred moment right now. To seal this document and activate your new life, write in the comments, "Amen, I receive it all." And before you go, share this message with someone you know who needs a miracle. By doing so, you'll be extending the light of the scroll and activating your own reward. Go in peace, for your name has already been written in the Book of Victors. Before I seal this parchment for good, I need to speak directly to your heart. Listen carefully. You are not who your past says you are. You are not the sum of your mistakes or the opinions of people who never had the capacity to understand you. You are not broken, you are not forgotten, and under no circumstances are you cursed. Do not believe the lie that your time is running out. The truth is that you have always been guided by the hand of God, protected by eternity, and spiritually crowned for this very moment. This file didn't choose you because you were a perfect person. It chose you because your heart refused to remain silent while you suffered. It chose you because despite the pain, you kept praying and kept searching for an answer. And now, you are receiving a reward beyond your wildest dreams. My child, my beloved, this is a truth that destroys all lies. You have not fallen behind, nor are you stagnating. You are right on the verge of divine acceleration. Now that the scroll has been opened, the next chapter of your life will not be written in confusion, but with clear confirmations. You will not live to merely survive, but to achieve a success the world will call supernatural. There will be no more loneliness, but true love and a legacy that will endure. There will be no more fear, but unwavering faith and a favor no one can take from you. But you must honor this moment. You cannot simply walk out of this video and go on with your life as if nothing happened. You cannot revert to the defeated version of yourself. If you do, the scroll will be sealed, and you will once again feel that stagnation and mental fog that has weighed you down so heavily. But if you say yes with all your heart in this instant, heaven will move in your favor, and this file will remain open until you receive the last of your blessings. You are being asked to rise to your next identity, that version of you that no longer questions its own worth, that receives blessings without guilt, and that walk with a courage that transforms any place it enters. As I speak this to your soul, the angels are recording your response right now. Let me offer you this final blessing, the activation prayer that seals your destiny. Activation prayer to Archangel Michael. Dear Heavenly Creator, I lift up before you this chosen soul who did not stray, who did not skip this message, and who listened to every word meant for their life. I speak over them right now with the authority you have given me. I declare that their scroll remains wide open, that your divine instructions are engraved upon their mind, that no force of darkness dares to steal what has been revealed today, that your angels guard each of their doors, that favor floods their path, and that all the answers that were delayed arrive right now, that the broken pieces of their heart are restored, that this moment be forever remembered as the hour when heaven said, "Enough delay, rise up in the name of light, love, and divine order. It is done. My son, my beloved, go in peace. Your new life has begun. You have reached the end of this scroll, but this is only the beginning of your transformation. From this moment forward, you will never be the same person. Heaven knows your name. I, Michael, have walked beside you in each of your unseen battles, and today, at last, you have had the courage to open the file that was hidden from your enemies. I honor your spirit and seal your name with light. Step forward now and see with your own eyes what is about to happen. My son, my beloved, as the last page of this document begins to fade, I want you to pause and feel this moment. Don't rush to close the video. Let your breathing calm. Let your spirit acknowledge the magnitude of what has just occurred. This was not a simple message or a story to entertain you. This was a spiritual transaction between you and heaven. Every word you have heard was a wave of energy written for you before time existed. For the first time on your journey, you no longer walk empty-handed. You now carry the scroll engraved on your soul. It is a sealed archive of light containing all that you are destined to become. This scroll will follow you wherever you go. It will move through your decisions and resonate in every one of your relationships. It will whisper in your ear in moments of doubt and roar like thunder when you feel like giving up. You are not the same person who started watching this video. You have silently signed a divine contract, confirmed by Spirit. Even if no one around you understands your transformation, the angels do. I understand. Heaven knows, and that is all that matters now. I want to speak directly to that inner voice that still wonders if this is real or if anything will change. Let me silence the doubt right now. Everything has already changed. The scroll has opened, and now it's just a matter of divine timing and obedience. You don't need to solve the puzzle of your life alone. You just need to stay open. Follow the signs. Watch for changes over these next 7 days. Trust what you now know. Your only task is to walk with your head held high, like someone carrying a sacred treasure within. There will be times in the coming days when fear will try to deceive you and people will challenge your peace. But you must remember that this message was not given to the masses. It was given to the called. And the called do not live by what their physical eyes see, but by what is already written in their destiny. And your scroll, my beloved, is written with golden fire and divine favor. I'm telling you this one last time. You're not waiting for a blessing. You are already the blessing. You're not begging for a miracle. You're activating your breakthrough. You're not lost and you're not late. You are exactly where heaven needs you. You are the key. You are the fulfillment of a divine word spoken before your birth. The scroll is physically closing now, but will remain within you, shining with a brilliance that nothing can extinguish. Go and claim what is yours. Let this message continue to whisper within you, guiding your every step. Allow the world around you to begin changing from this moment forward. Let all that is bad disappear from your sight and allow good, pure, and prosperous things to be drawn to you. The file has been unlocked, and heaven will not forget what it has just released in your favor. My son, my beloved, before I ascend once more to the heavenly courts, I kneel beside you one last time. I do so not out of urgency, but with profound reverence for the ordeal you have endured. This message has been delivered. The parchment has been opened before your eyes. And now, in this ensuing silence, the most powerful thing of all will happen, your response. If your eyes are still open and your heart has remained soft despite the blows, all of heaven is bowing down to you at this moment. It is not here to pressure you or demand anything of you, but to witness your transformation. Heaven wants to see you rise from that old, defeated version of yourself and begin to walk in the royal identity that this scroll has just revealed to you. Listen carefully. You are not waiting for external confirmation. You yourself are the confirmation. You are not asking to be chosen. You have already been chosen. What happens from this moment forward is entirely in your hands. The scroll will not be able to follow you if you choose to return to your old disbelief or fear. But if you walk forward with faith, this document will follow you like a strong wind at your back. It will clear your path, attract the right people, and move the mountains that once blocked your way. You no longer have to chase after anything. When heaven intervenes, blessings find you in divine timing, without chaos, without confusion, and without having to beg anyone. This is your moment to take a deep breath. Let evil fade away and let what is right draw you in. Now, I ask you to do something sacred. In the intimacy of your soul, where only God and you can hear it whisper these words. I accept. I believe. I receive. I am ready. With that breath, heaven records your final answer. The scroll gently closes now, but the blessing has already begun to flow through your veins. Go and live your miracle. Before closing this video, I ask you to stay connected to this channel. Never let another message meant for your spirit pass you by. Subscribe to this channel right now, because every day the angels have a specific word for your life. Share this message with someone going through a difficult time, because it may be the sign they've been waiting for. And if this message touched your life, and you wish to show gratitude, the super thank you button is available. It's not a donation. It's an act of spiritual thanksgiving. The angels honor every gesture made with faith. Let heaven see your answer. Let your agreement here below activate what has already been prepared for you up there. This is just the beginning of something much greater that is already on its way. Stay prepared, stay present,